Is monogamy unnatural for men? And what do you do when a guy cancels a date very last minute? Welcome to Ask Mark. It's week number 53. Take the time now. If you haven't joined the Facebook group yet, do it. Link description below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the little bell and let's get into the questions. First one is from the Facebook group, which you should be in. It's from Vanessa. And Vanessa says, this one is from Mark or Brett. What are your thoughts on monogamy being unnatural for men? How do you get a guy to overcome that and focus on one woman? This is probably going to shock you a little bit. Monogamy is no less unnatural for men than it is for women. Exactly the same. In fact, I have some red hot pie statistics that actually interviewed about 2,000 of their members recently and found that men and women both believe equally that monogamy might not be natural for men or women. But why? Why is there this dumb stereotype that monogamy is for women and non-monogamy is for men? Where does that come from? Here's the reality. Casual hookups did not make as much sense for women for eons. You have sex with a random, not only do you risk pregnancy, but you don't have a male there to provide and protect. For a man, why not? You know, the progeny might survive. It might not because there's no provider and protector there, but it might, so nothing to lose by having a casual hookup. But why did monogamy then not just make more sense for women all the time? Because once in a relationship, and studies have actually shown this, once in a relationship, monogamy doesn't make as much sense for women. Because once a woman had secured resources, once she's with the great guy, whether it's the rich guy, the powerful man in the tribe, then non-monogamy made a lot more sense. This is why research has actually shown that during non-ovulation, women are more attracted to men with softer faces, more feminine features, men with resources. During ovulation, women are more attracted to men with looks and genetic symmetry, basically. Not only that, women are more likely to orgasm with those men. Even in loving relationships. Studies have proved this. If you're interested, I can find them, leave a comment. But essentially, what that means is that it made sense for a woman to get into a position where she was physically safe and taken care of, and then go and cheat. Because she could then get the best genetics, orgasm, sucks up sperm, and then basically have the richer, perhaps older, less physically attractive person raise that child with her. How to overcome this and focus on the one? So very simple. Well, there's a channel devoted to this called Mark Rosenfeld, but one very simple thing is to change a man's associations with commitment. So fear of commitment is a bit of a different thing, right? It's the way we raise our boys, like, oh, you get stuck with the ball and chain of marriage. Oh, you don't want to get trapped. Like, have your fun before you get locked down. Right? All this bullshit about commitment. You have to change that association. So if a man grows up with the belief that commitment is ball and chain, commitment is locking me down, commitment is bad, single is fun, you got to prove life with you is the opposite. In other words, if his single is boring or borderline boring, as most men's single actually is, or even if it is pretty fun, all you got to do is show that being with you is more fun. Committing with you, having a relationship with you, beats anything his boring or okay single life could ever do. As soon as that switch flicks over in his head, he's into the idea of a relationship and monogamy. Cool question, Vanessa. Thank you. Join that Facebook group. Yeah, your question answered in there too. 𝐘𝐍𝐒 something says, hey Mark, thanks for the advice. I have a question. What shall a woman do when a guy asks her out and cancels last minute without setting a new date to meet up? Shall the woman just toss him right away or agree to another date in the future? I think a lot of women could use advice on that. Very simple. Two things to look for. Reason, apology. If someone has a good reason and a serious empathic apology, a meaningful apology, then obviously you're going to give them another chance. You're still going to let them make it up to you, but the more someone's, hey, I got hit by a car and had to borrow someone's phone with a broken leg for missing our date, I'm so sorry. You're like, holy shit, like, of course you're gonna see that guy again, right? No reason, no apology, that's flat out pathetic. Somewhere in between is probably the tricky situations. What if he gives a great reason but no apology? Great apology but no reason. That's when you go, okay, mister, you're on thin ice here. Let's see if you make this up to me in a major way in the future. Judge him on his efforts. Wait and see. MJ Sanchez says, I'm tired of my boyfriend. I want to break up because he declined my calls and texts me once a day. That sounds like a very reasonable request, MJ. He is in another country. Sounds like an even more reasonable request, MJ. Every time I asked him for a breakup, he doesn't let me go. I don't like the way he treats me. I feel stupid and foolish. Okay, every single sentence in that question was alone a reason you should break up with him. I don't like the way he treats me. I feel stupid. He's in another country. I'm tired of my boyfriend. I want to break up. He declines my calls. I've lost count of how many. He doesn't let me go. Sorry, did breakup have to be a mutual contract where two people sign it, and if you both don't sign it, it doesn't happen? MJ, it doesn't matter what he thinks. He's treating you like shit. Okay, he's not answering your calls. Respect yourself, girl. It doesn't matter what he thinks, the option is yours. Tell him, don't ask him, tell him you're breaking up with him, and then it's done. Don't talk to him for 3 months after that. Final question is from Kelly, who says, is it true that you only know your lover when you let go of that person? You know what? Sure, let's go. It's true, it's your problem. No, it's not true! Oh. Kelly, get a grip, woman. You know someone when you're with them and when you're intimate with them and when they're in your life. Not when they're not. I have nothing to add to this. Well, thank you for watching. That is Ask Mark for another week. I appreciate you coming along. Join that Facebook group. As I say, subscribe button, little bell if you haven't already. Give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to leave your comments/questions for future Ask Marks in the section below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next week.